Hello and welcome to Sketch and Collage Collective. I am so excited that you're here, and I have actually created my first collage for September, the new beginning, and I'm going to share with you how I did it and what God was saying to me through that process. And I hope that you will be brave enough to take a photo of what you have produced, and maybe share about how God has spoken to you through that process, and drop the picture down below. It'd be really lovely to see all the beautiful things. I'm sure there's going to be it be completely different. It won't look like mine. That's okay. If you want to do something different and feel called to do something different, then please do. But you will find everything that you need up in the tab there that says learning. Click on there and you will find the downloads. I will be showing you how to get to that in a minute, but let me just show you what I have created.
Hello and welcome to the Sketch and Collage Collective. I am so glad you're here. I want to come in and show you my September pages because I think it's easier to start when you see someone else's mess first. So our theme this month for September is something new. It comes from Isaiah 43 verse 19. God says He is about to do something new, that He has already begun. Remember that He has already begun, and that He will make a pathway through the wilderness. The question we are sitting with is this: what new thing is God inviting you into this season? So let me just show you how these pages came together. I started with the background. I took the collage paper, I tore it rather than cutting it because torn edges are softer and much forgiving. And I laid the big pieces down first. And then I filled in the corners with the scraps so that there's no awkward gaps. Then I tore the strips, long thin ones in pinks and sage and soft orange, and I also cut some strips to look a bit like washi tape, and with these little patterns along them, and I laid them the two together so that the page had some rhythm. I had drawn out the path and then I laid these strips on them, and I wanted the pathway from Isaiah to be actually on the page, so I built it out of those strips, curving them down through the middle, and then I drew, filled in the path in as well, winding it away into the distance. Then the line drawings. Now, I wanted to do some line drawings. I wanted to do some sketching, but I decided that this month things are happening in my own personal life. So I took the easy route and I just cut out these watering can, the flowers, the little bird, the seedlings, breaking out the seed, the garden gate. But I can always come back to this and do some sketching. So I can kind of copy these line drawings and sketch them out in different parts of this page. So that way I'm also practicing my sketching skills. So I've collaged it now. I glued those over the top of the collage, and then that is the moment the page starts to feel like a garden rather than a pile of paper. And then I made the envelope, and it sits on the right and it holds my prayer cards. So they're tucked away and I can pull them out when I need. And I wrote these prayers on the small cards to slip inside. And then the letter. There are only a few lines I've written here on the page for you. I've only put like 5 lines on the page, and the 5 lines was nowhere near enough for what I wanted to say to God. So I made a kind of concertina letter, as you can see, and it folds out flat and opens. I made them out of the leftover background paper and glued them all together so it becomes a long letter, and then I folded it into space, and then I wrote a letter to him. as if I'm writing a letter to my bestest friend, because at the end of the day, that's who he is. And I will tell you what mine says. God is asking me to step out without the safety net. And I'm leaving my job and I'm handing in my notice at the end of the month. And that is quite scary, really. And the fear underneath it is not really about the work. It's about the money. It's about the money that has come in steadily, whether I was brave or not. And I called it my safety net for years. Without noticing, I'd started calling it my security. But really, only God is my security. And He keeps gently reminding me, He is my refuge. He is my safety net. He was always the one holding me and still holding me. So the last thing, because I hate waste, I had a pile of washi tape left over, these strips. So I gathered it into a little belly band down the left-hand side. Nothing is thrown away, and I could use that for another collage for next month. So now is your turn. You do not need to make things as busy as this. One torn strip, one honest sentence is a page. Tear your background, lay down your path, and answer the question, what new thing is God inviting you into this season? And then when you've done it, please take a photograph, pop it into the group here, and we'd all love to see it.
So when you're in the community, you go up to the Learning tab, you go to Sketch and Collage Collective, open it there, and you will see that inside here, you've got a welcome video which you can watch. You've got the Canva crash course that you could go through in your own time. And then these are the monthly kits. You can see that there are 3 that I've already put in there. So if we go to the new garden, there's a video. There's an explainer video at the top. And if you scroll down, you will see that there's a download here in the pink section. Click on there, download the PDF. It will go to your downloads folder, and then you'll be able to open it. And it should look something like this. So as you can see, it's got all the step-by-step instructions, and you can create envelopes from other pieces of paper if you want. But all the papers and the prompts are in there. These are all the pages, the cutouts, the washi tape, all the tags and corners, and then that's my bit that I put at the end. So have a go, and I can't wait to see what you create.